Hey Polish fans, welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer, and today we are going over my manicures for the month of April. And I feel like I wore quite a bit of nail polish. It certainly looks like it, but I did sort of cheat in that aspect. I've got a number of Skittles type manis that I did, so let's jump right in and see which nail polishes I wore for the month of April. So one of the first ones that I wore was this ILNP called Dusk to Dawn, and this is this beautiful dusted out blue loaded with this shifting aurora shimmer that shifts from green to gold to red. It's a beautiful light soft shade. This was so pretty on the nail, and it's got a light scattering of holographic in there. And this is just a beautiful shade of blue, very light and delicate. Was really pleased with the effect that this had in a mani, and I thought it was very fitting for the spring season. But this one was a beautiful manicure, and again that one was Dusk to Dawn by ILNP. The next polish that I wore is by Lacquer, and I'm just going to let you guys read this just in case. I'm not sure how fickle YouTube is about those words, but this was a beautiful polish. I absolutely loved this one on. It is this beautiful Crelly in this beautiful orchid purple shade, and it is loaded with these shifting iridescent flakies, and then you've got this shimmer in there as well. I think there you go. It's this beautiful reddish pink, and those flakies shift from this beautiful blue to teal and purple. It's a beautiful combination. I actually found on the nail that you didn't really see the flakies as much as in some other polishes, but I was pleasantly surprised with how it wound up looking. This is this lovely creamy shade, which is probably why the flakies didn't show up as well as in other polishes, but I still loved this manicure. It is really fun on. It's a lovely bright spring shade. Very beautiful. I did have to work in sort of thinner coats to get this to apply well on the nail, but like I said, this color is absolutely beautiful. This is the polish that basically sent me off on my kick of this particular shade of purple, and I've been on the lookout for more colors like that during the month of April and on into May. So again, that one was by Lacquer. And another polish that I wore was by Glam Polish. This one is I Have Enough Diamonds. This was part of her Marie Antoinette collection that came out recently. And this was the only one that I got from this collection. From swatches that I saw, I sort of felt like they were very similar to each other, but I do think I wish I'd gotten the light purple one as well. But this one is this lovely light shade of almost periwinkle. It is this dusty blue, and you've got those iridescent flakies that shift from pink to green to orange, and then you've got this smaller particle in there as well, and you've got light small gold flakies. It's a beautiful delicate color, again perfect for spring. I was really happy with how this looked on the nail, and it's such a delicate color. Like I said, when I saw the swatches of this collection, I felt like a few of them, at least when you're just looking at them on a computer screen, definitely looked similar, which is why I only got the one. But now that I have it in person and I am gaining affection for these gold flakies, I might have to go back at some point and get another one in that collection. So again, this one was a Glam polish. I Have Enough Diamonds. Let's see. Next, we're going to talk about a Skittles mani that I did, and that was using these 4 polishes here. So it was basically centered around this anchor and heart here. This one is called Celebration. And this is this off-white Crelly base loaded with this really fun mixture of circle glitters. Some of them are matte, some of them are metallic, and you've got them ranging in different sizes. And I think shapes, I think I might see some hex in there as well as those larger circle glitters. And if you look really, really closely, you can see that there's a little bit of white matte glitters in there as well. So that was the first polish that I picked out for this manicure, and then I tried to match the other polishes in that manicure to the glitter in the polish for Celebration. So the first one that I picked to go with it is by Pure Ice. This one is called Home Run, and this one is a beautiful shade for spring. This is this lovely green, sort of a spring green, leaning towards the minty side of things, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a beautifully creamy formula, lovely cream shade. It is ever so slightly squishy, so as you can see, it lends this beautiful sort of juiciness to the manicure. Was really happy with how this one came out. Love this particular shade of green. So that one again was Pure Ice, Home Run. The next polish that I wore with that Skittles Mani is by Sinful Colors, and this one is called Drop It Like It's Hot. And this is this sheer leaning blue color, and it has this larger particle shimmer in it that leans towards the pink side of things. And then it has some smaller shimmer in there as well. So it's this very fun, light and delicate blue on the nail. I thought this one went rather well with the Celebration polish. Oops. So beautiful color there. I think on camera, some of that shimmer is being a little camera shy. Ah, there we go. We've got a little bit of that pink there. It's a lovely light and delicate shade. And again, that one was Drop It Like It's Hot by Sinful Colors. The next polish that I wore with that manicure is by Cupcake Polish. This one is called Sweetest Lullaby. And this is this lovely pink holographic that also has shifting shimmer in it that goes to blue. This one looks so nice on the nail. It is this delicate, again, delicate color. There's that beautiful blue flash. I thought this one looked so beautiful. It's nice and light, a beautiful spring shade. And if you've watched more videos on my channel, you'll know that I'm not the biggest pink fan, but colors like this with that blue shift in them really catch my attention. And it's this lovely light shade, and I thought it went absolutely perfectly with the pink that I was pulling out here from the Celebration polish. So that was the first Skittles Mani that I did for the month of April, using those 4 colors. Another manicure that I wore for the month was using these 2 polishes here. One from Lucky 13 called Mother Earth Knows Best, and this one by Pretty Beautiful Unlimited called Pistachio Pudding. You may have seen my tutorial or sort of polish with me for Earth Day that I did with these 2 colors. I used the little cloud glitters that came with this Lucky 13 from the polish pickup. And this was a really fun manicure to put together. I had the Lucky 13 on my middle finger and ring finger, and the Pistachio Pudding on all the rest. And the little cloud glitters that came with Mother Earth Knows Best were used on my sky fingers. So it was very fun to put together, lovely color. This one by Lucky 13 is this Flake Bomb. It has all of these amazing shifting iridescent flakies in this beautiful sky blue base. I got this polish to be almost 1 coat on most of my nails, so I was really impressed with that. And it is a beautiful, beautiful shade of blue. Just look at the rainbow of all of those different flakies. And then the other one that I used was this one called Pistachio Pudding from Pretty Beautiful Unlimited. I don't have too many of green polishes in this specific shade, and I really like that she used this flaky that is multi-chrome. I think you can see there it's got orange and yellow and green. So it has this really nice effect, very nature inspired sort of on the nail. And the base is this beautiful creamy pistachio green. Lovely color. So again, that one was Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Pistachio Pudding. And another color that I wore was from Formula X. This one is called Racy. And this is a color that I actually had to really work to get on my nail. It was difficult to work with. And I'm not sure if it was just my application or if it was maybe I didn't let my base coat dry enough. But essentially what I found that was happening was you really couldn't manipulate this very much on your nail. If you started in the middle of your nail and started to work towards the left side and then had to go back to paint your right side of the nail, the brush that went over the polish that was already on the middle of your nail would pick up the polish on the middle of your nail instead of layering over it, which was frustrating. However, I did try to let the first coat dry before I went back with a second coat, and I didn't have as much of an issue, but I also sort of learned how this polish was going to react, so I didn't try to manipulate it as much as I would with another polish. So it is difficult to apply, but I did find that the color payoff was very nice. It is this lovely metallic lilac, and it looks really neat on the nail. It does leave strokes, so if that bothers you, it might not be the polish for you, but I found that they weren't bad enough that it distracted me from the manicure. Although when I did try to take a picture of it, that's when I found that I could see the brush strokes a bit more prominently than I could in person. But it was a beautiful manicure, and it was exactly what I was looking for at that specific moment in time. And again, that one was Formula X Racy. Oh, and I did include the little blue cloud glitters. That went with the Earth Day Mani. Another polish that I wore was from A. England. This one is called The Soul Attains, and this is this lovely pink holographic polish. Almost a nude shade on the nail, but look at that hollow. Absolutely stands out. It's gorgeous. Very light, neutral shade of pink. I'm always very impressed with the formula for A. England, especially with their holographics. I find that they absolutely pop on the nails. I was really happy with this color. I'm not 100% sure how flattering it is on my specific skin tone. It might be a little too neutral leaning, but still a beautiful formula from A. England. And again, that one was The Soul Attains. And the next bunch of polishes are all in this mani that I'm wearing currently. So this is 5 polishes all together. The first one in this manicure is from Revlon, and this is called Fairy Dust. You've probably seen other videos of me talking about this. I have been wearing it a couple of times now over the last couple of months. This is this beautiful, soft, delicate holographic, lovely shade of green. Very nice on the nail. It sort of creates this speckled effect. So the holographic is definitely not as prominent as the polish cap would imply, but it is a beautiful polish. I have definitely been enjoying all of the manicures that I've been wearing this in, and this one here is on my pointer. So again, that one was Fairy Dust by Revlon. The second polish in this manicure is from Glam Polish, and this is called Komo. This was from the, I believe, Lilo and Stitch collection that she had out a while ago. This is this very fun sort of light but bright purple, almost orchid leaning, but not as pink as orchid leaning. I think on camera it is coming across a bit bluer than it is in person, but it is loaded with these beautiful iridescent flakies and scattered holographic. And that's the one that I'm wearing on my thumb. Beautiful color. I was very happy with how this turned out. And I was also very happy to finally get this in my collection. I sort of missed the collection when she initially released it, and I think I wound up getting this when it was on clearance on her site. There's all that beautiful holographic. So that one was from Glam Polish, Komo Mai. The next polish is from Sinful Colors. This one is Just Desserts, or Just Deserts. And this one is this neutral leaning pink, sort of a peachy nude, and it's got these translucent flakies in there to create this crystal shimmer effect. It is from the Crystal Shimmer Stoned collection. So this looks really nice on the nail. It's light and delicate. This is the one here that I'm wearing on my ring finger. And definitely on camera, it is definitely leaning much more sort of on the taupe side of things. But on the nail, it is most definitely a peachy nude. And those translucent flakies create this nice effect on the nail. Definitely neutral enough to wear to work if your job doesn't allow you to wear anything too out there. So this was a nice shade, and this was the first time wearing this one. So that was Just Deserts by Sinful Colors from the Crystal Shimmers collection. And the last main color in this manicure is from Pahlish, and this one is called Zecora. This is this beautiful white crelly loaded with iridescent and multichrome flakies. This was one of the first polishes that I have that's like this. I was also late to the game with Crellies, so I was excited to get this in a D-stash. I think this actually came to me in a mystery D-stash, so I wasn't even sure of which polishes that I got, but I was pleasantly surprised with this one. And this is what I'm wearing on my middle finger and pinky, and it creates this delicate look on the nail, sort of an off-white leaning color to it. And those flakies definitely show up nicely, creating a lovely look. So that was by Pahlish, Zecora. And the last polish that I used to create the dot work on my manicure is by Starrily, and this one is Vantablack. This is a really nice one coat black, which is exactly what I needed to create these little dots. And because my dot tools haven't even shipped yet, I don't think, from when I ordered them middle of last month, what I used was the tip of a toothpick, and I essentially filed it down on a cardboard box to sort of flatten the tip, and then I took a little bit of the Vantablack and put that on a piece of scrap paper, and then used the tip of the toothpick to make the dots. So I would probably change this up ever so slightly in how I was applying these, because they did wind up being a bit different size-wise, but I was really happy with how it turned out. I thought it was really fun. So very happy overall with how the manicure turned out. And I did, while I was doing this manicure, actually forget the tip that 360 Nails had mentioned on her channel, and that was if you don't have a dot tool, you can use the end of a bobby pin. So I might try that next time if I still haven't gotten my dot tools in the mail. But there you have it. That wraps up the manicures that I've worn for the month of April. Kind of a large selection, but like I said, I did have a number of manicures where I wore multiple polishes at a time. But hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below which polishes you've worn for the month of April, any colors that you're excited to wear for this upcoming month. Make sure to like and subscribe for more nail polish themed videos here on my channel, and we'll see you next time.